Hello again, and welcome back to this blind playthrough of Tyranny with me, Red Zed. We were just checking out our other two party members, and I think I'm just gonna leave them behind for now. I don't really know how to use them yet. Um, let's see. We want to go. We're gonna go to Haven. Haven is our first place to go to the Sunset Spire. Let's go to Lethian's Crossing, a place where I used to be governor. Um, I don't know how they feel about politicians in this game, but we're ambushed, so obviously they don't feel that great about us. Ambushed by the Bronze Brotherhood. Bunch of losers. Probably. I don't know. Can I recruit them? Can they, like, be loyal to me? Not that I, demand much in the way of loyalty. I'm okay with people kind of doing their own thing as long as they're not harming others. Welby. Hello, Welby. I'm gonna loot your backpack before I talk to you. As is the Adventurer's Code. Welcome to Ironhall Trail, Fatebinder Tunon. Oh, you're nice and polite. My name is Welby, first axe of the Bronze Brotherhood, though I'm not sure that title matters anymore. Well, I appreciate you coming to me before speaking to Raedamon. You will need to be careful. He has of late been acting out of sorts, and any perceived slight can become a problem for the one who offends him. Choose your words with him carefully. What can I help you with? How could talking to you offend Raedamon? Just to speak to the first axe before speaking to the actual first brother. Bodyguard before the leader. Oh, okay. So it's like petty politics. The guy's like he's got some insecurity issues. Alright, well, what happened to him? Stress of leadership? Maybe he's just an asshole? I don't know. Acting like a child when you don't get what you want is not the behavior of a leader. We are going to depose him if we can. Because I haven't even met him yet, but he already sounds like a jerk. I don't abide by that. I'll wipe him out if I have to. You must be joking. A toll? I'll pay no such thing. Absolutely not. I've come through Ironhall Trail more times than I can remember. No one has ever asked for a toll before, and I won't be paying one now. Fatebinder, surely you of all people could help me. My name is Aster, and I must get to Lethian's Crossing. I have goods to deliver, although I don't see a cart. Tell this man I will not be paying a toll to him or anyone, and he is to let me through. Greetings, Fatebinder. I'm sorry you've been drawn into this. What you've stumbled into is merely a conflict of the changing times. He looks like the actor who played the Tick in the live action, not the Netflix one, not the Amazon one, rather, the old one, the good one, with Beth Manuel. I am Will of the Bronze Brotherhood. Ironhall Trail is under our protection, and anyone passing through must obey our rules. And of course, then he would sound like this. If this gentleman would like passage through our land, a simple donation is required. These funds help our cause and keep Ironhall a safe place for all travelers. Clearly, you both can see the value in that. And who exactly is keeping it safe? You standing here with your weapons at the ready against me? I'm not but a traveling merchant. I have no money to spare, and I certainly pose no threat to anyone. Keep this area safe indeed. You are the only threat here. Yeah, I agree. A cab. This man will not be paying a toll today. Call your guards off and allow us passage immediately. Thank you, Fatebinder. You've done a great deal of good today. And you, brute, move aside and let me pass. Perhaps you want to reconsider your stance on the matter, Fatebinder. Passage is bought with rings or blood, but I'll happily make it both. No, I stand by my decision. Screw you. I thank you for your efforts, Fatebinder, but it's not worth bloodshed. I will leave in peace. What the hell, man? I was going to fight for your way through. I was going to fight for justice. And he just walks away. What a loser. Where's the solidarity, man? Where's the solidarity? So Fatebinder in our little corner of the world. Who would have thought this would happen? You're walking a dangerous line, Fatebinder. The Bronze Brotherhood never back down from threats. Normally I'd knock you down where you stand for threatening me, but Raedamon demanded to see you if you came through here. That asshole, eh? Yes, I would rather talk to your boss than to this idiot. You think you can Get him to move. Do it. With pleasure. Hey, shit me, do you plan on moving your ass this century, or do we have to stand here jawing like a bunch of graybeards? We're on a mission, and staring at your ugly mug and catching up on the past won't get it done any faster. Are you going to move on, or do I need to start cutting? Because I'm partial to either option. I would help you, but my boss told me to guard this bridge. No one gets by without Ray Edelman's permission. Kairos give you strength. You deserve this far more than I'm going to enjoy it. Hold on, I'm just doing my job. I apologize if I offended. Ray Edelman will have my head if I let you through. There's nothing I could do about it. Here he is, the asshole himself. Welcome. And here's the Fatebinder. I knew we'd see you. I was just wondering when. One trip to Lethian's Crossing wasn't enough, Governor. Governor! You had to return when no one asked you to come. Throwing me out of my home wasn't sufficient. Are you here to disrupt my life some more? I don't think you should be taking it that personally. You are done? It doesn't really matter why you're here. I don't care. I have more important things to worry about. In case you've forgotten me already, my name's Ray Edelman. Yeah, I don't give a shit who you are. You're an asshole. I don't want to listen to you. I want you dead, and I want Welby to take over. But I'm sure you already know that. I couldn't help but see you over there, talking to Will and that traveling merchant. Only here for a moment and already sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, aren't you? I don't appreciate others invading my territory, Fatebinder. Yeah, he told me, all right. Speaking of which, what did Welby have to say? You're so nosy. Nosy. Has she already started filling your mind with lies about me? She and I are going to have a chat soon. I can't have my first acts countermanding me at every turn. I know she wants my position. Watch yourself while you're a guest in my land. Wow, aren't you a guest in Kairos' land? Watch your tone with me, buddy. Tell me about Welby. It's not your land anymore. Yeah, I don't care if I get wrath. I don't like these people. You're just like the disfavored. You suck. Why are you charging a toll? You're hired mercenaries. Yes, people pay us for work. Yes, relax. No shame in doing what you do well for a decent wage. That's true, I suppose. I need to go there. We will speak again soon. Okay.
I got it.
Thanks, Will. I'm going to talk to Welby. I want to know if she's on board right now with just killing this asshole and taking over. Because I am all for that. Why are you forcing travelers to pay a toll? So she's like not willing to... Wait, is there really no option to say like, hey, we should off this guy and you can take over? Damn it. That sucks. That sucks. I really want to do it right now. I'm willing to do it right now. We're exhausted? Oh no, we've been traveling too much. We're gonna have to rest when we get to Lethian's Crossing, which is minutes away. Minutes away. Let's... Oh. How do I get out of this? There we go. I should check. I should be more thorough in my checking. Let's see if there's anything over here that we can loot. Oh, if there's something hidden in there, that'll be quite nice, won't it? If I were a dev, I would have hidden something there. Okay, now we can go to Sunset Spire. Oh. Many hours, actually. You make out a few figures on the road well ahead of you. A glint of iron and bronze marks them as well armed and armored. Two feature the broad shoulders of beastmen haulers and lead a heavily laden cart. They have the heraldry of Tune on the adjudicator. They hail me as I approach. Hey, we work for the same guy. You recognize the woman who leads the procession as a minor functionary in Tunon service by the name of Alma. Her clothes bear the red, black, and gold of the court, and she keeps her light brown hair in a carefully braided bun atop her head. I don't know if that's relevant. Speak to them. Fatebinder Durigo. I travel in the Archon's service. The cart behind me is laden with supplies, all at a reasonable price. Is there anything I can provide you? Oh, we can do some shopping? Okay. Yeah, of course. Let me show you what I have. A bronze ingot. Why would I want that? What does that do for me? Oh, I can craft weapons at my spire, right? And that would probably be used to craft something. Just guessing, just hazarding a guess. What is this? House seal. Hand over quill. Okay, why do I have that? I don't understand why I have that. I don't need heavy armor. I probably don't need that spear anymore. Bending grips, don't need. Cloth bracers, don't need. I should probably go by category. It's easier that way. Get rid of that disfavored shield. I don't want anything disfavored in my party. Barrick notwithstanding. Himself notwithstanding. I don't want him having any equipment that identifies him as one of those sucky legionnaires. Here, take a quill. Vendrian bow, probably don't need it. Imperial iron falcata, nah. His favorite iron sword, nah, I'll take that too. Great sword, I guess I should keep that and see if the beast lady is better with those. Earthshaker staff, nah, get rid of that. Boreal frost, we might be able to give that to Ebb at some point. Twisted iron sword, get rid of it. We don't like Earthshakers. Magician's mantle. Ooh, I don't think I've even looked at that. Let's get rid of some of these. Heavy armor, no need. I don't really want to sell Tunon's stuff. Let's get rid of that. Nothing in here. Okay, get rid of this garbage. I guess I'll keep those. I don't know if they're used in crafting at all. Spire goods? Plans, iron gauntlet, dagger plans. Okay, so I need to keep those to start forging crap. Alright, that's all I'm willing to sell. That's worth a lot. I got my first iron ring! Huh, I feel wealthy now. I'm getting at that point. I'm starting to feel like I'm rich. I've never bought anything. You don't have anything really interesting, though, do you? Wait, why do you have a bunch of Vendrian guard crap? Is that the stuff I sold you? Probably is. I don't think you'd be hauling that in Tunon's name, anyway. Greater healing potion, that might be pretty good. For seven bronze, I'll take it. And the bronze ingot, may as well. Oh, you have 3? Yeah, I'll take all of them. Cool. I just lost my iron, but that's fine. She had exact change, and I appreciate that. I'm assuming that the bronze is for forging later. So I'm buying it ahead of time. That just seems like the prudent thing to do. Okay, Lethian's Crossing. Been a long time since I've been here. I don't know if I'll recognize it. Especially because in campaign mode, you don't really see it. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing, Fatebinder. No one here has a name, so not worth talking to. Merchant Praxis. I am all for Praxis. Bronze Qatar. That's kind of cool. Weapon variety in this game is certainly interesting. Tell me anything about this seal? I didn't even know I had it. I just discovered I had it. Can you tell me about it? Alright, well, show me what you got. Ooh. Colorful. Colorful. That means these are, like, super awesome? Why is it purple? I can't afford it anyway, but damn it. Bronze spear, bronze great spear. I really want to investigate great spears, because that actually seems like a pretty sweet weapon option. This is blue, it's poisonous. So Vile Tongue, it's one-handed. That might be really good on verse. Bronze Great Axe, that would be awesome on Beast Lady. Of course, I could afford one of them. Bronze Shotel, one-handed. Okay, a lot of nice one-handed options here. Okay, I gotta remember, exquisite and superior. Which one's better? And these don't have any like magical effects on them, so it's just a matter of like damage output. Oh, I'll be coming back here. I'll be coming back when I can afford more of your stuff. Merchant Basila. There's more merchants, okay. Oh my god, I'm like in a candy store here. You identify this little wax seal. Can't say I recognize it. Archeon bronze mite. He seems well traveled. Okay. I will find Mr. Harcheon bronze. Sigil of lightning and sigil of frost. Yes, I want those. Thank you. I collect sigils. Merchant Tychus. Yeah, you don't know it. Show me what you got. Oh, you've also got lots of good stuff. Exquisite bronze javelin. That's amazing. So it's slightly lower recovery, but better in every other way. Very nice. Relentless. It does a volley, fires multiple projectiles. Oh, beautiful. Oathbound dagger. Superior throwing dagger. Okay, now we're starting to find some like really nice things. Okay, so green is fine, common. I see, I see. So it's kind of like Pillars of Eternity in that way. I'm starting to find some nicer weapons now. Oh, yeah, you're Harcheon Bronze. What can you tell me uh, about this seal? Where'd you get that? It came from a merchant caravan that was ransacked. Suspected as much. So far off the normal trading routes, but why here? Why then? Why now? Because they're telling me about the merchants? Tell me about Hand Over Quill. Seems like they're illegally doing stuff. It's an echo call crossing. Suspicious, I agree, but war always has its little problems. Yeah. Profiteers. What does Hand Over Quill have to do with the Vendrian Guard? First things first, this will come at a price. If something unfortunate took place and my connection were traced back to me, well, consequences would be costly. You know, I'm shocked to find an honest merchant like yourself engaging in illicit trade. Yes, of course we're going to use our Fatebinder power. Illicit? What do you mean? That bottle, essence of mazenberries, a deadly poison. What bottle? There's no... of course there's a bottle. And after you tell the authorities that I must have stashed or destroyed it, then your word against mine, am I correct? Most perceptive of you. Occupational hazard. I should be used to this by now. If you breathe a word of this to anyone, I will denounce you for the liar that you are, but I think we've already established that my word is more valuable than his anyway. I received instructions from Fifth Eye to use Hand Over Quill to deliver iron weapons to Vendrian Well Citadel. I don't question my orders, I just follow through. I don't know anything else, and that's the truth. Really? That's what they meant by thanking the voices of Narat. He basically made that rebellion happen. Huh. Mercy. Devastating and rejuvenating. What's the highest level? Is it going to be something like legendary or mythical? Light leather gauntlets. Okay. I'm very interested in buying a lot of these, but I don't think I should. The Staff of Enigma. Control illusions. Okay, cool. Cool. Two-handed mace. That's awesome. Rip Throat, Droop Eye, and Graven. Wow. Funny names. Baitbinder, I need your help. These coarse fools are dominating the brothel's workers' time, and I can't get the stud of my choice because he's always occupied. My work isn't getting done. Fix it, please. Um, let me get this straight. You want me to help you have sex? If you want to be crass, then yes. That's exactly what I'm asking you to do. Oh, shut up. This is all so terribly amusing to you, but I know what you're doing on purpose. Oh, this is really good. No, you got it all wrong, Graven. Rip Throat and I aren't laughing. We're trying to keep from crying. The situation is absolutely terrible, isn't it, Rip Throat? It's the worst. Droop Eye, I can't think of something sadder than this. You'll get yours. Just wait and see. This adjudication will show that I'm in the right here. Please, Fatebinder, we need you to make a decision. Okay, I will adjudicate this issue, but if you ask for my decision, you must all agree to abide by it. Of course I do. I have a right on my side, and so I will be vindicated. I will obey your demands. I do what he says. But technically, your statement did not sufficiently fulfill the requirement of my request. uh, this is really funny. Say you'll abide by his decision, fool. Oh, you'll abide by his decision, fool. That's the best you're going to get out of her, Fatebinder. I swear she'll obey. Alright, then state your case. God, we have like stooges all over the place. Kairos' empire is just full of idiots. I need to relax in a very specific way, and there's only one person who can do that for me. I shouldn't kink shame. I shouldn't be laughing. These Scarlet Cretins are always using him, and I don't get any time. I know they're doing it on purpose. Normally, I'd say I'd be willing to share, but their behavior is deplorable. I want exclusive use at their expense. Tell them they can't use him anymore. Did you just tell me how to rule? No, Fatebinder. I would never do that. My mind is not in the right place. Without the ability to relax properly, I can't seem to do anything right. Alright, what do you have to say in your defense, Droop? I like that posture. That's... Hey, come on, man. Get up. Have some dignity. With all due respect, Fatebinder, if we have the money and time, there's nothing wrong with what we're doing. He may not like it, but we aren't breaking any laws. Are you specifically targeting Graven? Of course we are. Of course we aren't, is what my friend here meant to say, Fatebinder. We wouldn't be caught dead doing something so callous, so heartless, so funny. They have a point. They aren't actually doing anything wrong. Maybe not wrong by the law, but they are taunting me, torturing me. They are intentionally occupying the one person I need to see. It's targeted and abusive harassment. It must stop or I can't do my work properly. Everything is suffering because of these two. You haven't told me what your work is, have you? They're dominating the entertainment I need to properly relax and intentionally tormenting me. They should be barred from partaking in any activities with that performer. There is no law stating we cannot hire that particular entertainer as many times as we want. We've done nothing wrong. He may not like it, but it can't be helped. I yield my time. Fuck you. I'm tempted to go with number 3, but Drupal and Ripthroat are not doing anything wrong. If you're not fast enough to hire him, Graven, that's your fault, not theirs. Thank you, Fatebinder. We're done here. Come on, Ripthroat. We have some entertainment to partake in. So this is the brothel. The famous brothel that verse promised that we would go to. And there should be
something.
Ooh, hello. Distracted by loot. Frozen shackle. Frozen burst. When I'm critically hit... Oh, that's amazing. That's really, really good. Oh, that's up there. Okay. Sword or sheath. They always... Wow, that's an amazing name for a brothel. Sword or sheath. I like it. Alright, so should I visit the brothel? Maybe I'll do it after I get some main quest in me. Flick and Theric. They really should have named one Flick and the other Pick, because that'd be really funny. Pick and Flick. I had an elementary school teacher whose nickname was Pick and Flick. She'd pick her nose and then flick it. Really sucked if you sat in the first row, and I didn't, luckily, but, Broken hilt. Why would I want a broken hilt? Investigate this item. Oh, it's like a special broken hilt. It's gonna give me a nice magic weapon or something later.
Sorry, I can't.
Blade of the Endless Paths. Okay, no one here wants to talk to me? Is it because I'm a Fatebinder? So discriminatory. You're doing your Scarlet Chorus thing. Oh! I learned there is indeed a fast mode. It's not on the UI anywhere, but it does exist, and I'm gonna use it from now on. I'm so happy to learn that that exists.
Can't do that. That.
Wenhaver, Halfscar. What are you two all about? Three, rather. Oh, good. Now that a Fatebinder's here, maybe I can get an ounce of satisfaction. I mean, I was going to the brothel, but what seems to be the problem? I got this thief pawing through my wares, but this chorus rat won't let me report her. By all rights, she should be in chains, not conscripted into some gang. What if she comes back and decides to shake down my business, this time with the law on her side? I can't stand by and let that happen. Rubbish. My gang needs recruits, especially ones who are quick with their hands. We'll use little Wenhaver here to pick locks, pry apart traps, and, well, let's just say nothing's off the table. Chances are good she'll lose some fingers before the fortnight's over anyhow. Alright, I am an enforcer of the Archon of Justice. Once invoked, my ruling is final. Are you sure this is what you want? I am the law. If it gets the attention of the court, I don't see how I could refuse. Have on, Baitbinder. I'll accept your word on the matter. What did Wenhaver steal? Forge-bound weapons and supplies. My things started to go missing weeks ago, but today I got wind of that little wretch that tried to fetch my goods to another honest merchant. There's no telling how much he pocketed away or handed off elsewhere. Honest merchant? I'm confused by that term. Why did you report the suspicion of theft sooner? I wanted to be sure before I wasted anyone's time with baseless accusations until I caught her in the act. There was always a chance, a doubt in my mind, that a colleague was borrowing supplies that I had imagined, the whole thing. That'll show me, huh? It's a sorry day when I'm punished for respecting due process. She stole forge-bound weapons? Not hammers or axes, she isn't that good. Little things here and there, daggers, iron scrap, and the like. Makes you think she'd make a good conscript. Full honesty, I've been watching her little thief stealing from the forge-bound for weeks. I always had my eye on her for conscription. Call this a test, and she passed it. Keen for common settler, this one. Scarlet Fury material. Wait, don't they have to have fighting skill to be Scarlet Fury? I thought thieving skill was just a little more common. Why didn't you stomp Wenhaver when you discovered her crime? Like I said, I wanted to see how capable she was, and if she could keep up the momentum. Did pretty well for an inexperienced little shit, didn't you, Wen? Ow, thank you. Do you make a habit of conscripting thieves? We make a habit of conscripting survivors, and someone who knows how to steal for their livelihood is a valued addition to any gang. We don't always need thieves, but we always need survivors. Why were you stealing from the Forgebound? I lost everything in the conquest of Haven. Family, friends, home. All that I ever was got trampled by one army, then another. Stealing was the only way to survive, and stealing from the Forgebound, well, you can call that justice if you want. Fool, the items you stole were worth 10 times what you tried to sell them for. Just because I'm a settler doesn't make me a savvy merchant. I needed to eat, not turn a profit. Selling forge-bound goods for cheap also made people less likely to turn me in. I guess you could call that a professional move. Did you ever sell to the Scarlet Chorus? Well, sure. I even sold to Halfscar once or twice. The Chorus aren't what you'd call disciplined. You bought our goods even though you knew they were stolen? For research purposes only. I had to inspect the goods to confirm Wenhaver was filching from the Forgebound. Ever tried to get an honest job, Wenhaver? Yeah, once with her. I told her I was willing to do any menial task, but the hag turned me away without consideration. And produced a most competent and desperate new recruit for my gang. Thank you, Xenia. Shut up, Scar. I admit that I didn't think Wenhaver would be able to keep up with the workload, so I told her to move on. That's no invitation to steal from me, so I don't know how it's relevant. I've heard enough, and I'm ready to make my ruling. Objection! I don't know which is worse, losing a hand to the town guard or getting tossed into the front lines. Either way, I suppose I'm at your mercy. Indeed you are, little Wenhaver. Stealing from the Forgebound is absolutely illegal. I can punish the merchant. That's pretty funny. What do you represent, Forgebound? You actually represent the Forgebound. And if I'm not mistaken, you serve Tunon, just like I do. We are both part of the Tuanon cult. Wenhaver will join Haskar's gang to be trained as a Scarlet Fury. I kind of make both of them somewhat happy. Banished from Haven. Each of you shares some fault. Windhaver will perform menial labor to the forge-bound until she works off her debt. Then she will go to the half-scar for training. But I don't know if they can trust her. She's a thief. So... And she, like, seems to really... Yeah, no. She's going to face punishment for stealing from the forge-bound. I knew you'd make the right call. You'll have to figure out another way to put food on the table, little girl. Whichever hand you choose to keep, make sure it's an earner. Sounds like I might have just sentenced her to the brothels, but, we'll see. Biotis, welcome, friend. He looks funky. I was trying to think, like, is this a beard or is this like a bronze jaw? But I think it is just a beard. What brings you to my humble trading post? Have a certain something in mind or just browsing? Show me what you've got, merchant. There's so many merchants here. You've got iron. Forge-bound apprentice armor. It's better than my current armor. Studded iron gorget. And of course I can do sigil of fire, but I already know that sigil, so I don't need it. Sigil of volcanic weapon. That's amazing. Yes, let's do that. Let's get that. Forge-bound hammer. Okay, interesting. I will take the writ, the spell piece component. Okay, I'm not going to enter any buildings just yet.
Sorry, I can't.
I could bend that apart.
Could you? Melita, hello. Good day to you. You don't have anything to say to me yet? Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm not going to force you to talk, you know. I'm not that sociable, frankly.
Can't do that.
Another gem. Okay, so we basically circled around the place. It's a pretty big city. Sunset Spire, Moonrise Falls, Sunrise Falls. An Old Walls entrance. I can't go in there though, right? That would make me an enemy of Kairos. Kairos, for some reason, is afraid of people entering the Old Walls. So I'm thinking
Found something.
maybe they have something to do with his edict magic. That's how I interpret the storyline anyway. Man, there's so much stuff here to loot. That's great. This place is rich. Rich in loot. Bronze dagger, whetstone. Okay, I like it. Fast mode active. Yes, good. Can I just loot everything? There's no stealing in this game. Ooh. Short bow. That's
Can't do
probably
that.
going to be good for her. Yes, I can also find a lot of goods for stealing, or just picking. As Fatebinder, I guess I can just pick up whatever I like. There's no thieving. Or at least I haven't come across anything that I cannot just take without consequences. Cheese. Okay. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like a good time with Sheogorath. He likes cheese.
That wasn't so hard.
Even that, like I can just... People don't care if I just come in and take whatever. It's amazing. Welcome to Lethian's Crossing, Wanderer. My name is Phaedra. This is my beautiful wife, Dea. What brings you to town? Your beautiful wife, Dea, of course. Is there anything I can help you with? You haven't always lived here? Lived in the bastard city? Okay. I honestly don't really care about you unless you have a side quest for me. I don't really have much interest in hearing everything you say. The fact that they have names, though, I mean, they must be involved in some other quest. Otherwise, I mean, do they really just exist to give backstory? That's annoying. You could literally put that dialogue on any random civilian. Give them more to talk about. I'm always a little bit annoyed by NPCs who just exist to give you backstory. But of course it makes, I mean, I don't know, it makes sense. I shouldn't be so annoyed about it. I just like to zoom through these experiences. Hey, that's a forge-bound hammer. Does it do fire damage by any chance?
All in the reflexes.
Lands Headhunter. A mythical blade known as Headhunter. So I can forge some like really good shit at some point. Ulantis, Master of Casting. Is there something you want? Is there a problem? Yes, but these are forge-bound matters. Nothing that concerns the High Court of Tunon, I can assure you. What do you do here in the forge? I keep things running smoothly, upkeep mostly. I'm also second in command of Lohara, so in case anything ever happens to her, I'm here to take charge. Okay. Lohara, Master of Tempering. Do you kill with your left hand or your right? Normally I can tell at a glance, but you're a little harder to read. Why would you like to know? The gauntlet is the hardest piece of the panoply, and the most rewarding to work. So many scales of so many different sizes. Then there are the rivets. I imagine you see a lot of battle in your line of work. One gauntlet is invariably going to wear out before the other. My mind is always thinking on what will need repairs first. It's as simple as that. Right. Noted. I am Lohara, Master of Tempering, and Forge Master of Lethian's Crossing. My tasks exceed the hours left in the day, but there's no harm in pausing my work if it means speaking with the Fatebinder. Especially the one who used to be governor. Forgebound, yeah, because it's going to be a lot of background. I'll try to click through it all very gradually, so that if you want, you can pause and read it. Whoops, nope. Something else. Scarlet Chorus. I did not realize the request was so thoughtless. My apologies. Gain favor with the Forgebound. That's cool. I get unreasonable demands every day, but it's not the volume, it's the purpose. I do resent that Kairos' demands only reduce our work to mere quotas. After this, I'm going to cut the episode. I should be allowed to customize my work for every soldier. Only apprentices have anything to learn from making the same size helmet again and again. Are you well? You look weary. Ecstatic. The rituals of the forge links heart to hammer. My blood beats only when I strike my ingot. My forge runs hot, too, it runs too hot if my breath becomes too hurried. The bond is both fatiguing and exhilarating. Couldn't that kill you? I should hope so. What? Better than being defiled and killed by brigands, poisoned by grain rot, or slain by childbirth. Slain by child... Oh, like, okay, yeah, because I get it, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Would not a soldier wish to die in battle? Is that how you excel at your craft? Well, that and practice. But yes, the rituals link these senses to the materials and the body to the tools. My hand becomes a joint, the hammer the true end of my arm. I feel the heat of the forge as if it were the weather of the room. Under such circumstances, true focus can emerge. Oh, fascinating. Seems almost like how Archon Graven Ash is somehow connected to all of his soldiers and shit. Seems interesting anyway. Okay, once we load this though, we are going to cut the episode, and I'll, finish going through Lethian's Crossing, figuring out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. And then, yeah, I'll hope to catch you then. Like and subscribe if you do like and want to subscribe. And until I see you next time, peace out, be seeing ya.